from now on, I'll read the Bible.
Okay.
And you listen to my pronunciation very carefully and give correction that your pronunciation.
Yes, I understand completely. Listen closely and back on your pronunciation as you read. Go ahead with verse 2 whenever you're ready.
Verse 1. Thus the heavens and the earth completely in their vast array.
Your pronunciation of that verse was very clear. Actions need clarity there. Are you ready to the next verse?
Didn't find out the vocabulary my pronunciation.
No, I didn't. The words you said, heavens, earth, vast array, were pronounced clearly enough that I understood them. Are you wondering about the sound of a specific word?
Verse 2. I'll read the verse 2. By the seventh day, God had finished the work he had been doing. So on the seventh day, he rested from all his work.
Your pronunciation was very good there, very clear. The word rested had a nice, distinct TED sound at the end. It was great. Are you ready to move to verse 3?
My pronunciation is no problem.
That's right. No problems at all that would be hard to understand. Do you want to continue with verse 3?
Yes.
Right. I'm ready when you... Go ahead with verse 3.
I'll read the verse 3. Then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it he rested from the work of creating that he had done.
That was perfect. Your pronunciation was, again, very clear, conversational. Issues there. Are you ready for the last verse in the chapter?
Oh my God. You listen to my pronunciation carefully, and you cannot find out the vocabulary my pronunciation is wrong.
That's right. I didn't hear any mistakes with the vocabulary. Words.
I'll read it verse 3 again. Listen very carefully. Then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it he rested from all the work of creating that he had done.
That was great. Your pronunciation was clear. The word create, nice, distinct sound at the end.
I'll read the verse 4.
Go right ahead. I'm ready to hear it.
This is the account of the heavens and the earth when they were created, when the Lord God made the earth and the heavens.
That was perfectly clear. Your pronunciation, especially of the count, spot on. Are you ready for the next verse?
I cannot believe it.
I'm
There
sorry
no problem? Is there no problem? My pronunciation is right?
Yes, your pronunciation is correct. You're speaking clearly in progress reading verses. Do you want to try reading verse 5?
Verse 5.
Right, I'm ready to listen.
Now, no shrub had yet appeared on the earth,
Good start.
and no plant had yet sprung up, for the Lord God had not sent rain on the earth, and there was no one to work the ground.
That was excellent. very clear pronunciation throughout. You're doing last verse in the chapter?
Yes. Was
Take your time. I'm ready whenever you are.
verse 7. 7.
I'm ready to listen. Go ahead with the verse 7.
Then the Lord God formed a man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nose the breath of life, and the man became a living being.
That was excellent. Your pronunciation was very clear for that verse too. You've done really. Is there anything else you'd like to read or talk about from this chapter?
Myself, I know my pronunciation very well, and cannot find out the every that my pronunciation is not good.
I promise I'm giving you honest feedback. The words you read from these verses were pronounced clearly enough that I could understand them and even follow the story. Your pronunciation was very good. It might be harder on yourself than you should be. Are you feeling frustrated about something else, maybe?
Yes, I was frustrated because of your didn't give me any correct.
I understand your frustration. It sounds like you really want to improve, and I want to help you with that. While your pronunciation is all clear, sometimes when people, they might focus on saying the words right and lose some of the rhythm or sentence. Maybe we could try reading just a part of a verse again. Try saying it like telling a story rather than just reading the word. How does that sound?
Just
No problem. I'll wait here. Let me know when you're ready.
I cannot hold the.
You don't need to use the camera right now. I'm talking about reading verses with, like telling a story. Want to try that with verse 5 or verse? Want to try that with verse 5 or verse?
Hey,
Want to try that with verse 5 or verse? Great. How about we just reread the very first sentence of verse 5? Remember, try to say it like describing a scene in a story. Whenever you're ready, just read the first sentence of verse 5. Remember, try to say it like
verse 8.
Okay,
But-
verse 8. Go ahead. I'm ready to listen.
Now the Lord had planted a garden in the east, in Eden, and there was put the man he had formed.
That was well done. Even without major corrections, you read that with a verb flow. How did it feel that way? Are you ready to move to the next verse?
Yes, verse 9.
All right, verse 9. Go ahead. I'm ready to listen.
Verse 9. The Lord God made all kinds of trees grow out of the ground, trees that were pleasing to the eyes and good. In the middle of the garden were the tree of life and the tree of knowledge of good and evil.
That was great. Your pronunciation was very good, especially with wasn't and knowledge. You're doing very well. To the end of the chapter. Do you want to try the next verse?
I can't believe you. Why you don't give me any correction?
I understand your concern, but honestly, your pronunciation was very clear. For example, you pronounced garden perfectly. Distinct gar and den sounds. If you'd like, we could focus on other aspects of speaking, intonation, or even if the words are already clear. Or did you want to try reading verse 10?
Give me your reading 2 times.
I can read verse 10 for you, twice, as you said. Just listen closely and let me know if there's any part you want me to explain. Here it goes. A river watering the garden from Eden. There, separated headwaters. And the second time, a river watering the garden from Eden. From there, separated for headwaters. Is there anything about that you'd like to discuss?
Even this time, you don't give me correction of my pronunciation. I will angry. Understand? What? Verse 10. I read verse 10.
Okay, I'm ready to listen.
A river watering the garden flowed from Eden. From there it was separated. It was separated into headwaters.
You read that very well. The repetition of was separated worked well, and your pronunciation was strong. Did you want to try the next verse or discuss verse 10 a bit more?
What vocabulary I pronounced wrong?
You actually pronounced everything correctly in the verse. Words like river, garden, and separated were very clear. Was there a specific word you were curious about?
Say, you are very strange. Usually you give me right correction, but today you didn't give me any correction. Why? One day, suddenly, my pronunciation is very good. I read the Bible and you listen to my pronunciation. Give me correction. You understand?
Yes. As you read, I'll listen carefully. You know if I'm suggesting. Just go at your own pace.
Can you give me your voice raise up? Your voice is small.
Of course. I'll raise my voice. Let me know if
I'll read the Bible chapter 2 from verse 10.
perfect. Ready. Take your time and how you I'll let you know if
Okay? Listen to me very carefully and give me the right correction. A river was the garden flowed from Eden. From there, it was separated into headwaters.
that was just a small bit of flow out. So it would be flowed out of Eden. Otherwise you're paying.
I'll read again. A river watering the garden flowed from Eden. From there, it was separated into headwaters.
That was smooth. Natural. Like you can.
Okay, I'll read next verse. Verse 11. The name of the first is the Pishon. It winds through the entire land of Havilah, where there is gold.
Ah, nice job. Just a tiny adjustment. Instead of it winds, say it winds. Otherwise, it sounds.
Give me your reading 2 times.
I'll read it for you twice so you can. Name of the first, John, winds through the entire land. Versus it winds through the entire land.
One more.
Name of the first is the John, winds through the entire land.
Okay, I'll read 12, verse 12.
Yes.
The gold of that land is good. Aromatic, raisin, and onyx are also there.
That was really. Pronunciation was clear. No major corrections.
Did you look, my pronunciation is okay?
Yeah, you've got a solid pronunciation. Words are landing. Is now.
Give me your reading 2 times.
I'll read it twice for you. Gold of that land, aromatic resin. Gold of that land.
Next verse. Verse 13.
Go ahead. Take your time with the verse.
The name of the second river is the Gison. It winds through the entire land of Cush.
That was great. Just a small tweak. Instead of it winded, winds through the entire land. Pace and clarity.
Give me a reading 2 times.
I'll read it. Name of the second river winds through the entire land. Winds through the entire land.
I'll read the next verse. Verse 14.
I'm reading for. I'll let you know how.
The name of the third river is the Tigris. It runs along the east side of Asher. And the fourth river is the Euphrates.
That was strong. No corrections needed. That's steady.
Each vocabulary I pronounced wrong.
Word runs might be clear. So it would runs a. Did great overall. Just keep.
Okay. Give me your reading 2 times.
It runs along the side of a shore. Runs along the east shore.
Okay. I'll read the verse 14. Verse 15.
Ah, got it. Yes, go ahead and read verse 15.
The Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work. Again, I'll read. The Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and take care of it.
That was just a slight adjustment. Make sure it's work it.
Give me your reading 2 times.
Lord God took
Next verse. Verse 16.
Go ahead. I'll be here to
And the Lord God commanded the man, you are free to eat from any tree in the garden.
that was and pace. Just keep that natural flow.
Give me your reading 2 times.
Here it is twice. Lord God commanded the tree in the and the Lord God commanded the tree in the
Next verse. Verse 17.
Go ahead. Ready to live. Take your time with verse. I'll give you feedback once you're
But you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. For when you eat of it, you certainly die.
That was tiny tweak I'd suggest. Must not sound a bit emphasize must. Otherwise it was
Give me your reading 2 times.
must not eat from certainly. But you must not eat from which is good.
Okay. Next verse. Verse 18.
Yeah. No,
Verse 18.
exactly. Go ahead and read 18. I'll listen carefully and let you know how it's
The Lord God said, it was not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him.
that was pacing was just right. Corrections needed.
Give me a reading 2 times.
Here it is. Lord God said, not good. I will make. God said, not good. I will make suitable.
Okay, I'll read the next verse. Verse 19.
Absolutely. Go ahead and read. I'll be ready.
Verse 19. Oh, 19 is quite long. Yes, so I'll read it. I'll read verse 20, verse 19 in 2 parts. First part. Now the Lord God had formed out of the ground all the wild animals, all the wild animals, and all the birds in the sky.
That was taste it with. Once you're ready. And
Second part, I'll read.
yes, go ahead and read the second part.
He brought them to the man to see what he would name them, and whatever the man called each living creatures living creature, that was its name.
That was really, flow was great. Kept us in just a tiny thing. Each living creature, it was really.
Give me your reading 2 times.
Now the Lord God had formed out of the ground wild animals, brought them to the each living creature. God had formed out of the ground wild animals, brought them to the called each living creature.
Your voice is very low. I feel difficult because of your low voice.
Got it. I'll raise my voice a bit. Know if this phone.
How can I raise up your voice?
I can keep my volume up, so I'll just speak a bit more. Still feel.
Because I am now broadcasting live. So my voice is big and your voice is very low. I speak normal voice, not low, not big, just normally I talked. But you compare with your voice is
I see. Thanks for letting me. I'll keep my voice just more now.
I'll read next verse. Verse 20.
Perfect. Take your time with verse. I'll be here to.
Okay.
I'm all ears. Go ahead and read verse 20.
So the man gave names to all the livestock, the birds in the sky, and all the wild animals. But for Adam, no suitable helper was found.
That was. Jason was. Major corrections. Just.
Give me your reading 2 times.
Here it is. So the man gave to all the livestock, birds in the sky, and Adam. Man gave name to all the livestock, birds in the sky. Adam.
I'll read the next verse. Verse 21.
Ready to listen? You're done?
So the Lord God caused the man to fall into a deep sleep, and while he was sleeping, he took one of the man's ribs, and then closed up the place with flesh.
That was. Jason was. Emphasis. Corrections. That natural.
Give me your reading 2 times.
So the Lord God caused the man while he was. God caused the man while he was.
Okay, I'll go on to next verse. Verse 22.
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead and read.
Then the Lord God made a woman from the rib he had taken out of the man, and he brought her to the man.
That was really. Was spot on. Corrections needed. Just keep going with that, and you're.
Then the Lord God made a woman from the rib he had taken out of the man, and he brought her to the man.
Exactly. Perfect rep. Keep that same.
Next verse, verse 23. The man said, "This is now bone of my bones, and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, for she was taken out of man."
Exactly. Kept it real. The only thing I'd say is just keep a slight pause between flesh of my flesh and she shall be. Otherwise, that was.
What does you?
Good question. Context. Word is tied to the fact that she was. Expression.
Woman means out of man?
Exactly. comes from that she was converted some showing they if anything
yes.
Yeah.
Next verse. Verse 24.
go
For
ahead.
this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and they will become one flesh.
That was strong and the was perfect. Everything changes.
Give me your reading.
Here it is. This reason, and will leave father and mother. United to father and
For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and united to his wife, and they will become one flesh.
that was perfect. Kept it really. The emphasis was great.
Next verse, verse 25. It is the last of verse chapter 2. The man and his wife were both naked, and they felt no shame.
That was kept a nice steady pace. Corrections needed. Job.
Give me your reading 2 times.
Man and his wife were both felt no. Man and his wife were both
Genesis chapter 2 is finished.
yes.
Say goodbye to my channel viewers.
To all the viewers out there, thank you so much.
See you later, verse chapter 3.
Absolutely. Pick up with chapter 3. Have a great